one of the largest stories in sports right now is the Tiger Woods comeback. We're in the middle of that. There's nothing bigger than that.
I think March Madness is one.
Okay, you got
Don't you think that's one?
I mean, it will be. It's not yet, but it will be.
Tiger's up there right now.
NHL trade deadline.
No, not even close. Not even close.
I mean, in terms of big stories, this is ongoing, but LeBron James and where he's going to end up and how he does this year is a huge.
Well,
story.
I'll just say NBA playoffs looming is one
Wizard
/ LeBron.
Whiz heater.
All right.
Come on, I need to throw it in there.
What's for? Nothing hockey related.
If you want to chime in, 800-636-1067.
Maybe NFL
what are your
draft
top stories in sports?
Maybe the quarterbacks in the NFL draft, specifically the quarterback.
I'm going to guess most of the people that call in are not going to put Tiger Woods finishing 12th near the top.
I would concur.
I could be wrong.
But they're saying the
Maybe
ongoing comeback.
No, it's not that he. It's his comeback. It's the story of his comeback.
Yeah, his comeback.
It's top 5.
This is the year. Listen, forget the weekend. It's Tiger year.
It's actually
It's
actually a year for the dog.
Yes.
No, I understand. But it is Tiger's
You know what?
year.
I'm going to put Kirk Cousins in there, where he's going to sign.
That's a big story.
It's a
That's a
big
huge
NFL story.
When Tiger's on the front page of the leaderboard at the Masters, it's going to be pants on the ground.
Oh, I don't know if that's going to happen. But
By the way, this is a complete aside, not a top 5 story. But I sent this to Drab yesterday, and I figured it was a grasper. But I heard that Nik Wallenda is going to be at MGM National Harbor.
He is
tomorrow, I believe.
Is he like? Is he going to walk around like the?
Is he walking over to the
outer
carousel?
perimeter?
No, I think he's walking a wire at the conservatory that's a nickel size. Think about it, the size of a nickel.
Yeah.
That's the wire. It's only 90 feet. I know he's done longer.
Yeah, but he can do that blindfolded. I mean, that's an easy walk for him.
Yes.
He could come crashing
wind,
down.
Zippy wind.
The worst part about it is, if I was seeing flops, I wouldn't go out and watch him.
You wouldn't even go out.
Nope. He can walk a wire across the Potomac from MGM National Harbor, and I wouldn't go out and watch him.
Well, if you want to be serious there, I do think that the college basketball scandal, and we're starting to get more and more details, that will be one of the biggest stories of the year.
That'll be the biggest,
especially
probably.
if what they're saying, Hall of Famers are going to be.
Why are you guys burning your top 10 sports stories of the year when CK always asks us for them like in December? Why are you burning them now?
We're just telling
it's
you right now.
February.
EB brought up Ohtani. He believes the Ohtani story is top
being
5 right
way
now.
undersold. You got a guy, a star.
You mean in mainstream
yes.
sports?
Even baseball fans.
That's because he has no Q rating. Nobody knows who he is yet.
Right. They should.
You can walk down the street
right.
and ask who is Ohtani to 1,000 people.
Exactly.
5 people might be able to tell
and that's
you.
my
Maybe.
point. But that's my point. It should be a bigger story. You got a guy who's going to be a regular starter and a regular player on the out. When was the last time we've had freaking Babe Ruth days? When was the last time this happened?
Doesn't happen.
It's never happened before.
I'm trying to
the
think.
guy's a legit potential superstar.
I mean, you've had guys like Rick Ankiel go from being a pitcher to being an outfielder.
Right, and even that's happened a half dozen times. I mean, it doesn't happen that often.
No, I root for those guys. I root for the 2 sports guys like Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders. I don't resent them. Some people get bitter.
But they do talk about it all the time on MLB Network, obviously.
Okay, that's sure they do.
Okay, but that's it's like a
I don't
point
understand
two.
if it's niche.
It's
or
a niche. It's always
It's not
been
going to
niche.
be on.
People that come at you with niche, tell them to get out of here. It's a niche.
It's not niche or niche.
It's niche.
But
I always say niche, but I've heard more and more people saying.
But where do you
niche.
want it? Do you want it on your national news every day? You want it on David Muir?
No.
Or where do you want it?
I don't
Where do you
know
want
who
it
that is.
covered?
Niche.
Sure.
You stand up for niche.
I do think that David Muir at the end, like that last story, is always a fluff story, right?
Right.
It's usually some sort of.
Well, how do you know they didn't?
Okay, I don't. But that's where you would guess that you'd see an Ohtani piece.
I'm guessing you probably saw Ohtani on the national news at some point. And you're not going to see it every day.
And I'm
But at some point you
intrigued.
probably did.
I mentioned to Jason top of the show. He looked it up. He went 1 for 1 EB, and he walked twice. That's 1,000 on base percentage.
I'm just worried about the pitching aspect after what I read. But nobody should read into spring training pitching results. They're dumb. They are admittedly
But is he
dumb.
expected to be, Randy Johnson as a pitcher?
I mean,
He's supposed to be a top pitcher.
Better
Or-
pitcher. Yeah, better pitcher than he is hitting.
He's going to be a top of the line for the top of the rotation pitcher.
you're talking about a frontline starter and then a guy who
That's what they're
could take
expecting.
one day off and then every other day out in
I
the
read a
field.
story yesterday.
I mean, it's insane.
I'm assuming it's a relief pitcher, but I saw this story yesterday about the Yankees have a reliever that's throwing 104. 104.
Well, doesn't Chapman throw 104?
Yeah,
I mean, I
but
know
that's
it's not
still-
him,
That's
but-
still insane.
Of course.